We have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the New York Giants. And we will not have a return here to start. Thanks to the new rule, the fair catch will bring this out to the 25-yard line. Here's Walker to start the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Well, this defense for the Giants very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially...
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. You look at this Packers defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number 1, looking for a big game today.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the 1st down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. Now Jones. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now Ritter to throw on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
That pass completed to Dortch. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st. Ritter will set up to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And bulldozing his way through. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Ritter on 1st and 10. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Second down throw coming for Ritter. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Koo knocks this one through the post. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Throwing Jones. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And you look at this Packers defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch. But nothing doing on that one.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing on 1st down, Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Giants at 7-5 now of the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Now, remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th, they're going to try a second time. Looking to throw. Jones. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Ritter with it after the play fake. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Ritter. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd down, Ritter. He gets that one complete to Wicks. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 30 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
2nd and goal from the 1. Walker is in. Touchdown, Packers. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Jones. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Walker now on 1st and 10. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. First down, here's Ritter. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Absolutely nowhere to go with the football, and he's just going to put this one in the Hudson River. Maybe he's a little fortunate he didn't get called for grounding, because that one was well over everyone's head.
Back to the air on second down. Here's Ritter again. Finding Walker complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 18. Ritter headed right off the option. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Coming in to put a lick on him was Levante David.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Out of the gun, here's Ritter. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down. In motion, the tight end. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Ritter looking to throw here on fourth. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Giants are going to get the football back.
Now, you know I don't often have sympathy for quarterbacks, but in this situation, I don't know what else he could do. Fourth down, so he can't just throw the ball away. He's got to find a way to try and make a play, but the pressure ended up getting to him.
Pressure got to him. Really big sack and a turnover here on downs. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Bradley Chubb, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
I think a lot of time when we see a sack, you say, well, you blame it on the offensive line, the quarterback, but here, maybe you just tip your hat to the defender. What a play.
Yeah, and I think sometimes they just get a sense of the play before the ball's even snapped. Kind of like a sprinter anticipating the gun in a race. They're off, and guess what? The quarterback's down.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Third down and 10.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Jones.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And it appears the offense is going to try this again. They've yet to convert the first 3 times on 4th down, but they're going once more. They're going to try and throw. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Battle. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
On first down, Ritter.
Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Here's Walker. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Ritter from the gun.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last run, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Third and goal, Ritter with it. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Jones now. A final shot before break. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants.
Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you got no shot then.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. An inside give to Jones.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Right back to him on first down. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
From the 20, here's a 2nd and 4.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Gano's kick is good, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance. So that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff.
Now Greg Dortch going to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Here's Ritter.
His throw incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
3rd and long now. Ritter. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Give to Walker on the read option.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Straight ahead, Walker.
A solid stiff arm. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
The 71 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Now that was a big run. It takes him all the way down to the 1-yard line, and that'll shake the confidence of any defense. So when they're looking for a little bit of support now, looking at their defensive coordinator, if I'm him, I dial up some pressure. I just go after him because otherwise you're still playing back on your heels, and that's not going to help your defense at all.
Ritter now. Throw out wide to Walker.
And it's a Packers touchdown.
Ken Walker.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Pass to the right, and he's got McBride.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was. Ritter has it knocked down.
And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
He was having success there holding on to it on the option, but ultimately problems downfield, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and this is a tough one because you know you'd prefer to have your quarterback either heading to the sidelines or getting down at the end of the play. But you've got an aggressive one. He's fighting for extra yardage, and he gets stripped there. You don't need him to be a hero in that situation. You want your quarterback taking care of himself.
Jones with a carry on first down, but I don't think he even made it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense all over that one.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. Now Jones. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. And they're going to speed things up here. Throwing Jones. He hits Adams complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards that time. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again. Finding Bourne here over the middle. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 23. And quickly they get to the line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Open man is Raymond. He's got it.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw again. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Ritter backed up in his end zone.
And his throw here's incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Ritter from his end zone on 3rd and long.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Going for it on 4th down. It's Ritter.
Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And an utter disaster as the ball's going to go over on downs at the 2-yard line.
Jones.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal?
Jones again, and this time he'll score. Touchdown, Giants.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
He's been pretty good with his legs in this game. A really nice gain there. Defensively, they've been okay covering downfield, but you got to account for the quarterback, right?
Yeah, and that's the hardest part because normally when you play 11 on 11, it's truly not 11 on 11. Defensively, you don't account for the quarterback in the run game. You account for everyone else and hope that you can catch him before he gets to the first down marker. But as you notice, he's been doing it a little bit. This time he saved his best for this run.
And saving one of his best for the 4th quarter.
Ritter now looking to throw it this time.
Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 45-yard line.
On the counter, it's Walker.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Ritter looking to throw it here. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Throwing now is Ritter. That is caught. And he has a Packer first down. And that should be the one that finishes the script. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
They got to get to the 23 here on third.
Option play, and they'll give to Walker.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back out.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the third time.
Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Giants come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, like all great games, it came down to the final snap, Charles. They had to heave it and hope, but the Hail Mary ultimately intercepted, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, and you never want to be in a situation where your entire game comes down to throwing a jump ball as far as you can. But in that situation, you want to loft it.